Now, students, we will talk about the effects of the water pollution. Here, we will come towards the first one, that is, it is a hazardous to the human health. Drinking polluted water can cause cholera, typhoid, and the diarrhea. Students, as you know, that whenever we're just intaking the contaminated water, they interfere with the organ system and they cause the cholera, typhoid, and diarrhea. It means they cause different diseases. Now, the second one is that the use of the polluted water is not only devastating for the human but also for the animals and the bird. Now, students, that polluted water can not only harm the people but it can equally affects the animals and the birds also. The third one is that it causes rapid growth of the algae. Death and the decomposition of the algae causes deficiency of the oxygen in the water that affects the organism living in the water. As you know, students, these basically effluents cause the increase of the algal growth, and this algal growth when increases, they basically decreasing the oxygen carrying capacity of the water. When the oxygen carrying capacity of the water may decreases, there is a death of the aquatic plants and the animals takes place. The second and the next one is that it is damaging the aquatic life, thus breaking a link in the food chain. Students, as they break the aquatic chain, in such a sense they damage the aquatic plants and animals. When they damage the aquatic plants and the animals, so indirectly or the directly they damage the food chain. So the next one is that it reduces the aesthetic quality of the lakes and the rivers. Now, students, they basically interfere with the quality of the lake and the river waters. The last one is that it is unfit for cleaning and for the washing purposes. Now, student, that contaminated water is unfit for cleaning purposes and the washing purposes also. Okay, students, now here this is a dry grammatical representation of the effects of the effluents. Just look at this picture carefully, students. Here there is a industries, houses, and the fields also. Just look at the industries first carefully, students. As you know that the industries basically release different chemical compounds, and that these chemical compounds contain the heavy metals, inorganic salts, mineral acids, oils, and the greases when enters into the water and drain out directly in the fields, and you can say it is directly drain out in the oceans as well. So students, when they get drain out into the soil, the heavy metals, oil, greases become the part of the soil. Now, students, what happens secondly, uh, now just look at the domestic waste. Now, students, domestic waste are mainly of the two types: the sewage, that is the solid waste, and the second one is the detergent, and that detergent contains the phosphate ions mainly. Students, these sewage may contains different type of solid waste, and these also contains the phosphate ions. Now, students, when that sewage basically enters into the soil in a form of the phosphate ions, now the soil contain different types of heavy metals, inorganic salts, you can say mineral acids, phosphates. Now, students, all these substances get dissolved in the water. Now, when they get dissolved in the water, they become the water soluble compounds, and now they show the process of the seepage and get entered into the underground water. Now, that underground water, before the entry of that heavy metals and the chemical substances, is the pure water. But after addition of that, after the addition of these chemical compounds or the heavy metal, it no longer become pure. It may get contaminated, and when these contaminated water resources are consumed by the human bodies, they create the different disorders. Now, students, just look at the domestic waste like detergents. Detergent, when get directly enters into the water bodies, so students, detergent contains the phosphate ions. Now, students, these phosphate ions of the detergents are intake by the algae. Now, algae use these phosphate ions and increase its growth. Now, students, when the algae increase its growth, they form the layers of the algae over the surface of the oceans. Now, the algae layer covers the surface of the ocean. Now, you can clearly see that the sunlight and the water oxygen cannot get penetrate from the layer of the algae. and when the sunlight and the oxygen is not penetrating the layer of the algae, so there is a deficiency of the oxygen takes place under the water. Now due to the deficiency of the oxygen under the water, the aquatic animals and the plants may die, and when these aquatic plants and animals may die, their dead bodies are decomposed by the microorganisms. Now students, these microorganisms also need more and more oxygen to decompose the dead bodies of the aquatic plants and the animals. So when these bacteria or decomposers use more and more oxygen, there is already oxygen depletion within the water. But when the microbes decompose the dead bodies of the aquatic plants and the animals, there is a more and more depletion of the oxygen takes place. So that type of condition is known as eutrophication.